These are the final resting places of famous people the world lost in 2025. From legendary musicians and Hollywood icons, to sports stars, religious leaders, and television favorites, each of these remarkable individuals left behind a legacy that continues inspiring millions. Today, fans from around the world continue visiting their graves to remember the lives, careers, and unforgettable contributions they made. Connie Francis died on July 16, 2025, at the age of 87, after complications related to declining health during her later years. She was buried at Gardens of Boca Raton Memorial Park in Boca Raton, Florida. One of the best-selling female singers of all time, Francis sold more than 100 million records worldwide and became famous through timeless hits including Who's Sorry Now, Stupid Cupid, and Where the Boys Are. Her remarkable career helped shape the golden era of American pop music, and visitors continue honoring one of the most successful recording artists of the 20th century. Pope Francis died on April 21, 2025, at the age of 88 after suffering a stroke that led to irreversible heart failure following months of declining health. He was buried inside the Basilica of St. Mary Major in Rome, Italy. As the first Jesuit pope and the first pontiff from Latin America, Pope Francis became known for his humility, compassion, and efforts to reform the Catholic Church while advocating for peace, social justice, and care for the poor. Millions continue visiting his final resting place to honor one of the most influential religious leaders of modern times. David Lynch died on January 15, 2025, at the age of 78 after complications related to emphysema following years of health problems. He was buried at Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Los Angeles, California. Widely regarded as one of cinema's greatest visionaries, Lynch transformed filmmaking through masterpieces, including Twin Peaks, Blue Velvet, and Mulholland Drive. His unique storytelling style influenced generations of filmmakers, while fans continue paying tribute to one of Hollywood's most creative directors. Ozzy Osbourne died on July 22, 2025, at the age of 76, after years of declining health that included Parkinson's disease and complications from multiple surgeries. He was buried at his private estate, Welder's House, in Jordans, Buckinghamshire, England. As the legendary frontman of Black Sabbath, Osbourne became one of the founding fathers of heavy metal before enjoying an enormously successful solo career. His unforgettable voice and larger-than-life personality made him one of the most recognizable figures in rock history, and admirers from around the world continue honoring his extraordinary legacy. Brian Wilson died on June 11, 2025, at the age of 82, after suffering complications from a neurocognitive disorder following years of declining health. He was buried at Westwood Memorial Park in Los Angeles, California. As the co-founder and principal songwriter of the Beach Boys, Wilson revolutionized popular music through groundbreaking albums such as Pet Sounds and timeless classics including Good Vibrations and God Only Knows. His influence on songwriting and music production continues inspiring artists across generations. Bob Uecker died on January 16, 2025, at the age of 90, after battling small cell lung cancer during his final years. He was buried at Wood National Cemetery in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Although he briefly played in Major League Baseball, Uecker became one of America's most beloved broadcasters through more than 5 decades as the voice of the Milwaukee Brewers. His humor, storytelling, and unforgettable personality earned admiration far beyond baseball, and visitors continue honoring one of the sport's most iconic voices. Val Kilmer died on April 1, 2025, at the age of 65, after complications from pneumonia following a long battle with throat cancer that permanently affected his voice. A cenotaph honoring him was placed at Tombstone Cemetery in Tombstone, Arizona, while his cremated remains were kept privately by his family. Through unforgettable performances in Top Gun, The Doors, Tombstone, and Batman Forever, Kilmer established himself as one of Hollywood's most talented actors. His remarkable career continues, earning admiration from movie lovers around the world. George Wendt died on May 20, 2025, at the age of 76 after suffering cardiac arrest while asleep at his home. He was buried at St. Mary Catholic Cemetery in Illinois. Best remembered as Norm Peterson on Cheers, Wendt became one of television's most beloved sitcom stars through his warmth, humor, and unforgettable performances. His legendary role continues entertaining new generations of viewers, while fans continue paying tribute to one of television's greatest comedians. Gene Hackman died on February 18, 2025, at the age of 95, after suffering complications related to advanced heart disease and Alzheimer's disease. He was buried at Rivera Memorial Gardens in New Mexico beside his wife, Betsy Arakawa. Widely regarded as one of Hollywood's greatest actors, Hackman won 2 Academy Awards and delivered unforgettable performances in The French Connection, Unforgiven, Superman, and Hoosiers. His extraordinary career spanned more than 4 decades, and visitors continue honoring one of cinema's greatest legends. Angie Stone died on March 1, 2025, at the age of 63, after suffering fatal injuries in a tragic automobile accident while traveling home from a concert. She was buried at Memorial Gardens of Columbia in South Carolina. A pioneer of neo-soul and former member of the pioneering hip-hop trio, The Sequence, Stone later enjoyed a successful solo career, with hits including Wish I Didn't Miss You. Her powerful voice and influence continue inspiring generations of R&B artists. Lovell died on August 7, 2025, at the age of 97, after complications related to natural causes following a long and extraordinary life. He was buried at the United States Naval Academy Cemetery in Annapolis, Maryland. As commander of the historic Apollo 13 mission and a veteran of Apollo 8, Lovell became one of America's greatest astronauts. His calm leadership during one of NASA's most dangerous missions inspired millions around the world and remains one of the greatest stories in space exploration. Giorgio Armani died on September 4, 2025, at the age of 91, after complications associated with advanced age. He was buried at Cimitero di Rivolta in Italy. One of the most influential fashion designers in history, Armani revolutionized luxury menswear with elegant minimalist designs that transformed modern fashion. His global fashion empire became one of the world's most recognizable luxury brands, and admirers continue honoring his extraordinary legacy. Chuck Mangione died on July 22, 2025, at the age of 84, after suffering natural complications related to declining health. He was buried at Holy Sepulchre Cemetery in Rochester, New York. The Grammy Award-winning flugelhorn player became internationally famous through his timeless instrumental hit, Feel So Good, and remained one of jazz music's most beloved performers. Music lovers continue paying tribute to one of jazz's greatest ambassadors. Johnny Tillotson died on April 1, 2025, at the age of 86 after complications from Parkinson's disease and other age-related illnesses. He was buried at Westwood Memorial Park in California. During the early 1960s, Tillotson became one of America's biggest pop and country crossover stars through hits including Poetry in Motion and It Keeps Right On a Hurtin'. His music continues being celebrated by fans of classic American pop. Mike Peters died on April 29, 2025, at the age of 66, after a decades-long battle with chronic lymphocytic leukemia that eventually claimed his life. He was buried at St. Bridget's Churchyard in Wales. As the lead singer of The Alarm, Peters inspired millions through both his music and his tireless work raising awareness and funding for cancer research. His remarkable courage made him admired both on and off the stage. Joe Don Baker died on May 7, 2025, at the age of 89 after suffering complications related to declining health. He was buried at Oakwood Memorial Park in California. Famous for his rugged screen presence, Baker starred in Walking Tall and became one of the few actors to portray both a villain and an ally in the James Bond film series. His memorable performances made him one of Hollywood's most respected character actors. Marianne Faithfull died on January 30, 2025, at the age of 78, after complications from respiratory illness following years of health problems. She was buried at St. Mary the Virgin Churchyard in England. Rising to fame during the British invasion with As Tears Go By, Faithfull built an extraordinary career as both a singer and actress, while becoming one of the defining cultural figures of the 1960s. Her influence continues inspiring musicians across generations. Wayne Osmond died on January 1, 2025, at the age of 73, after suffering complications following a stroke and years of ongoing health problems. He was buried at Ben Lomond Cemetery in Ogden, Utah. As a founding member of the Osmonds, Wayne helped transform the family group into one of the biggest musical acts of the 1970s. His vocals, guitar playing, and decades of performances earned him a lasting place in American music history. Fans continue visiting his final resting place to honor one of the most beloved members of the famous Osmond family. Lonnie Anderson died on August 3, 2025, at the age of 79 after complications related to a prolonged illness during the final months of her life. She was buried at Hollywood Forever Cemetery in Los Angeles, California. Anderson became a television icon through her unforgettable portrayal of Jennifer Marlowe on Wickpip in Cincinnati, earning multiple Golden Globe and Emmy nominations throughout her career. Her beauty, charm, and comedic talent made her one of television's most recognizable actresses, and admirers continue honoring her remarkable legacy. Frank Caprio died on August 20, 2025, at the age of 88 after battling pancreatic cancer. He was buried at St. Anne's Cemetery in Cranston, Rhode Island. Known around the world as the compassionate judge from Caught in Providence, Caprio became an internet sensation through his kindness, fairness, and heartfelt courtroom moments. His humanity inspired millions of viewers, and visitors continue paying tribute to one of America's most beloved judges. Gwen McCrae died on February 21, 2025, at the age of 81, after suffering complications related to a stroke she had experienced years earlier, which left her health significantly weakened. She was buried at Holy Cross Cemetery in Florida. Best remembered for her timeless soul classic Rockin' Chair, McCrae became one of the defining voices of 1970s soul and funk music. Her powerful vocals continue influencing artists around the world, while fans regularly honor her memory. Polly Holiday died in September 2025 at the age of 88 after complications associated with advanced age. She was buried at Green Hill Memorial Gardens in Alabama. Best known for portraying the unforgettable waitress Flo on the hit sitcom Alice, Holiday created one of television's most memorable catchphrases, "Kiss my grits." Her outstanding performances on both television and Broadway earned widespread admiration, and visitors continue honoring one of America's favorite character actresses. Melba Montgomery died on January 15, 2025, at the age of 86, after suffering natural complications related to declining health. She was buried at Harpeth Hills Memory Gardens in Nashville, Tennessee. One of country music's finest vocalists, Montgomery became famous through unforgettable duets with George Jones, while also enjoying tremendous success as a songwriter. Her music continues being celebrated by generations of country fans. These remarkable individuals entertained, inspired, and influenced millions of people throughout their extraordinary lives. Whether through music, film, television, sports, or public service, each left behind a legacy that will continue living on for generations. Although these famous faces are no longer with us, their remarkable achievements ensure they will never be forgotten, and their final resting places continue welcoming visitors who come to celebrate lives that changed the world.